guys, I am so sorry this video is so late. It was supposed to go out Monday night. I could not get it to upload. Tuesday I went to Dallas. Tuesday night I could not get it to upload, and yesterday I was going to re-edit and upload it. I had a migraine. So guys, I am so sorry. Please don't stop watching my videos. I'm editing this one. Obviously, if you're watching this, it worked. If not, I will totally refilm. I hope you enjoy it though. This one's a lot of fun, and it's just using what we have, saving our money for food and gas. Take care. Hey guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we are using only junk, packing papers, and magazines to create some fun journal ephemera. I think this little card, which you can hear is very stiff, from HelloFresh, which I don't use, but you know, you get the junk mail. I thought this would make a great tag. This smaller one from Judy Blue Jeans, again, it could be a tag. It already has that. And then this is going to be a tab, and we can cut a few more out of our packaging here just so we can get 2 or 3 tabs. Maybe we want to break our journal up. And then I have plain brown packing paper. I have tissue paper that came in some boxes. I have this fun packing paper, and I'll show you. It came in, it was wrapped, you know, when I buy stuff at thrift stores, they wrap it in whatever they have. Well, this came from there. That's why you should always check your packaging. Look how pretty this is. I just love this. And then I have some magazines. I have a Burpee plant vegetables magazines. A lot of bright colors, which is why I grabbed it. I have a vintage Better Homes and Garden. This is from 1984. And I have an HGTV magazine, which I bought at Half Price Books at some point. And I bought it because it had a lot, again, of color in it. With this, I think I'm going to make a belly band. So we'll cut it long ways and then kind of belly band length, but we can always trim it down again once we find the journal we're going to put it in. This is actually going to be a flip out pocket or a flip out side on a journal. So we're going to use this hole. And like I said, we're going to cut half of this into a belly band. And then the other half, we're going to trace this shape on. And we're going to use this as tabs. So I'm going to use some tissue paper to give it some texture. We'll use some of our packing paper, and we're going to use our HG magazine and we'll use all of them. Let me first just cut this down the middle. And I do not have a paper trimmer at this time because when I moved, I lost the little blade that was the trimmer part. And it does you no good to have a paper trimmer with no blade. So this is going to be our belly band. And yes, it's a little wonky because the packaging was actually wonky. I'm going to sit here and try to get it as straight as possible. And yes, I'm going to invest in a paper trimmer. I just haven't yet because Sam was sick. I realized I couldn't find the trimmer part. Okay, we'll go with that. That's good enough. Now, like I said, we're going to cover this in some tissue paper. We're going to let some of the words show, but just because I think that's kind of cool. This is our belly band, and we're going to do color. I love these Burpee magazines. They're great. They have flowers, they have veggies, fruit. Let's get some greens. Doesn't this look like a Scorpio inside that cabbage when they cut it? Scorpion, sorry. Doesn't that look like a bug? See it? That is so strange. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one. Okay, we've got that one. And we're gonna cut a dark green one right here. There's that. Let's add this one because it's got some green, but it's gonna have a pop of purple in it. And we're gonna add some of this one because it's beautiful. And then I'm gonna get the flowers and we'll start building it. Now you can mix and match colors. I'm just doing kind of a variation on green. Because it's spring, we've had a lot of rain, and everything is super green. So now what I'm gonna do is take these leaves and kind of cut them out kind of individually, but not all the way, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this flat side right here a little bit. I guess we're stuck with the flat side, so maybe we'll do that. I'm gonna do the leaves in the center like that, where they're kind of growing up. And then we'll put, maybe put that there. Put the cabbage here. I'm gonna take the white off the cabbage. Now, if you want a fussy cut in depth and details, or you can just do squares, you know, whatever works for you. Again, this is meant to, you know, you take the idea and turn it into your own. But magazines, whether they're vegetable magazines or whatever, are really a great source of, interest. I'm gonna glue all this down and we'll finish up our belly band. And there is our green themed vegetable plant belly band. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. We'll let it dry and then we'll come back and finish it off with a little zhuzhing, maybe. Definitely a little trimming. Our next one we are going to work on is going to be using our HGTV and our packaging right here. And I'm going to pull it out because we're going to use this part. And I really like this, so I may cover half. And then, of course, we'll just cover the back with something like, how cool would it be to put that on half? Or maybe we'll put that on the back. What's on the other side, though? Oh, that would be cute coming through. But that means we have to have half our... Let's get some words, maybe. Words. Change of plans. Change of plans. So we're going to put half of this packaging on the front. Let me cut out half to cover the front. And yes, I am going to cut out the hidey hole there. You don't have to. If you don't have a hidey hole, don't worry about it. You could tape this down with washi tape if you wanted to make sure you're getting exactly half. But I think I like to make things way more organic and not so precisely measured. Sorry. But you can do this your way. If you are one of those that loves to precisely measure, go for it. It doesn't change what we're doing. It just changes. You might be more balanced or even on the sides, where I'm going to be not so even, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to do this paper on half, and we're going to still do our words on half, and then we're going to do something really cool. And I'm just going to use my half of this to cut the other half. Okay. Now what we're going to do is glue the words. And glue the paper like this. And I think we're gonna, so let me glue these down and then we'll worry about this. We're gonna do half. Though I do really like this packaging too, but we're gonna cover it all. Okay, there's that half. Then we're gonna glue our brown paper down on this half, and we're gonna overlap it some. And we will go in and trim out the holes, don't worry. So there we go. And now what we're gonna do is come back to our plants. You could do a house magazine, you can do whatever you want. This flower, this one, and this one, going up the thing. And we're probably gonna turn them a little bit so they're a little bit more wonky. Because again, we don't want it to be perfectly straight, but we're gonna have it up and down the seam. Now, like that, and there we go. All right. Now what we're gonna do on the back is take our door, and we're gonna trim our door off a little. So we're gonna make sure we put it in the middle. Our door's a little thinner than but that's okay. We're gonna just trim the door. We don't want to trim the flower paper on here so people can write. And yet I'm not getting any paper that we haven't already used. I am getting my packing paper, because you can write on packing paper. And we're just gonna glue it all down. And again, this is all from magazines, all from packaging. Okay, I'm gonna put a little trim, but you can write here, you can write on the back. We're gonna do a little sewing. And I'm gonna add my door to the back like you're opening the door to write. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna do a little bit of trimming. We ended up not needing that. What I did was I just sewed all crazy around it, kind of like it's a vine or a web growing. And honestly, I think we're going to stop there. I love it. Sometimes you just need to know when to stop. And we are stopping here. We will trim off the tails. If you like to leave the tails, by all means do. And this is our tab. This is a label, a tag. But it's also going to be our tab, what do you call it? Guideline, our pattern. So we're going to use this because I really love that paper. Oh, we're going to use this to make our tabs. And then we're going to use our HGTV magazine and our Better Homes and Garden. So first, we're going to cut the shapes, because I don't want to use my shape. I love that tag. We're just going to use it to trim and create tabs. We're taking this packaging from paintbrushes and cutting it down to be the same shape as this tag, or similar. May not be perfect, but you know what? It'll be close enough. Can y'all hear my little dog, Henry? He is just snoring away. Poor baby, he has skin allergies and allergies, so he snores. Like I said, this may not be perfect, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do tabs. Okay, first we're going to use this one. Oh, we want it a little more. I want it a little more cut in for sure. Okay, this could be a whole tab just by itself. Okay, all you would have to do is cover your packaging in both sides, and how cute would that be? And the reason I want this to be a tab because you can fold it and you get that kind of cool shape. Let me see if I can get it. Except my hands aren't working today. There we go. Let me see if I can get this. Maybe this will help. There's our tab. How cute. I love just the simple little tab. But the beauty of magazines is you can always find a little something to put in it. And we're probably going to have the best bet right here. We're going to use the little cat. So I'm going to cut the cat out. Or you know what? Let's use, yeah, we're going to use the cat. And again, I'm sorry, it's cutting, I'm cutting at weird angles just so I can get out of your way faster. Okay, and we're going to use this cat. It's in a frame, so it's easy to trim around. So you could find something like that in a magazine and use it as a tab, especially if you have pet cats. See, and you could glue that on one side. Simple way to make tabs out of packaging. The last thing I want to talk about is making stickers out of magazine pages. And these are so easy to do. We're going to use this dog right here, and I'm going to turn it around and cut it. Okay, we're going to use this dog. Isn't that cute? We're going to make a sticker out of him. We're also going to use, look at this. You could have a set of 3 birds. So let's do that. Now, with the birds, you have 2 options. You can cut the colored square out if you wanted to and have the birds, or you could cut the birds out individually. I think I'm going to cut the squares and make the square stickers, and I'll use these in my calendar or maybe in a journal. Guys, I'm filming a behind the scenes too, and in the day of an artist's life, and this is part of my life because I do this channel and as an artist. And the camera died again. I'm having battery issues, I think, on this camera. I don't know. Anyway, okay. There's all of our little birds, and then it's simple. Get some clear packing tape, which I'll be, oh, let me cut out my little, the little doggy. How cute is this little dog? It's gonna make such a cute little sticker. And again, I will use this in my calendar because my pets have appointments, and what better way to mark pet appointments than with a do-it-yourself pet sticker. And again, HGTV magazine has some great things inside of it. Okay, let me get this. This is our tab. We use the cat on the tab. Now we're gonna make some stickers. Let me go get the clear packing tape. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back with just some clear packing tape, and all you do is get a piece of tape and lay it down because it's sticky on one side. Okay, and then make sure you put your image whichever way it's going to fit best. Sam just toppled into bed. That was so cute. And then I don't want this paper on it. And now I'm going to put 2 because I have enough room. And then you put a second piece of tape over that. And there you have your stickers. And then you trim them off. And there you go. Now, how do you make them stickers? You use double-sided tape, which I'm going to show you. Let me get these trimmed out. Now, if you decide after you make these that you want to use, you know, you don't want them to be in the square, you want to cut the bird out, it's easy to correct, you know. And then once you get them like this, all you do is come in and put 1 or 2 pieces of double-sided tape on the back. Because it's double-sided, it's only sticky on one side. And I'm going to put it kind of down the middle. And then when I get ready to use it as a sticker, I could add more. Or I could just take the center off. Whatever you wanted to do, up to you. And I'm not going to add them on the side in case I decide to trim up the bird some. Our little dog, same process. And our last little bird. Now, if you want your tab to be coated so it lasts longer, again, clear packing tape is great for when you're crafting because it's inexpensive. Cut around it and you have the most adorable little dog sticker. Packing tape, magazines, and junk. That's what we use today to create the most adorable things ever. Let me know down below in the comments. I know what my favorite is. What is your favorite? Guys, take care. I will see you later.